Hey, Cedric. What was your off-season routine like? Did you basically repeat what you had done last time?
I did. So, taking what I had learned over the course of the last season and just trying to not only advance from that, but make sure that my foundation stayed strong was what the focus was this offseason.
Dan Connolly, go ahead.
Hey, Cedric, it seems like in the past, spring training has been particularly important for you, maybe even more so than some other guys, whether it was, kind of making your way, making your name a few years ago when you were coming over from the minor leagues or, the last couple of years and some of the struggles. How important is this spring training and how do you look at it compared to some of the others?
In my opinion, I consider each spring training more important than the last. For me this year, it's a matter of showing that, what I did last year was me as a baseball player and that I'm ready to come back and compete the same way. It's just trying to battle for a spot.
Rich Dubroff, go ahead.
Yeah, Cedric, in today's game, bunting and stolen bases aren't considered really valuable, but that was basically a big part of your game last year. Do you expect that to be, again, a big part of your game this year?
I do, for sure, because even though people may not consider bunting and stealing bases, a major factor, but scoring runs is. At the end of the day, it's a matter of who can score more runs than the other team, and those are contributing factors to my game that'll help us get some wins.
Joe Trezza, go ahead.
Hey, Cedric, I just want to follow up on Rock's question real quick. Did you go back to St. Louis this winter, or was it more about applying those lessons that you learned there back home this time around?
It was applying the lessons. Didn't want to make too many trips due to COVID and just trying to keep me and my family safe, knowing that I was going to be back home and some people in my family are of higher risk. So it was a matter of making sure that I was able to put the work in that I had accumulated over the course of the last couple of years, but also maintaining safety in the household.
Steve Molesky.
Cedric, did the ups and downs you had to deal with, the mental game, confidence, all these things that came together for you last year, did it make you better? What did you kind of learn about yourself and your game through the last season or two?
The confidence level definitely went way up. It showed me that I can play this game and I do have that ability. It's just a matter of being consistent. And my offseason approach also included, questioning how I can make that possible at the highest level.
John Mioli, go ahead.
Cedric, there have been a lot of different versions of you at the big league level and a lot of different attempts to find yourself at the minor league level. At this point in your career, what would you describe as the best version of you? How would you describe the best version of you as a player?
Best version of me is someone that is gritty, someone that's always trying to make something happen on the field. And when I'm able to use my legs, that's when the full me comes out, able to get the extra base hit, able to steal bases, bunt, and get a base knock that leads into scoring runs, have an exceptional defense out at whatever position I'm playing. So maintaining my health in my legs especially is when the true me can show its true form.
Stan Charles, go ahead.
Hey, Cedric, I know it's a couple of years back, but I want you to go back on the Wayback Machine to 2018. How low was that when you got sent out and then you didn't quite make it at AAA? You went back to AA. And what has that shaped how has that shaped your character?
I'd say I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily a cocky person, but that was a humbling experience. Just to have to go back to basically day one of AA and trying to figure out, what had led to my success and what adjustments I would need to make to not only get back to that, but be able to maintain it at the big league level.
Quick follow-up question from Steve Molesky.
Cedric, what makes you a good bunter, and did you take some pride in not only leading the team but the whole majors in bunt hits, but also I believe you hit the farthest home run by any Oriole last year. Was it kind of nice that both can be a part of your game?
It's awesome that I fully expect someone to beat that this year. But yeah, just me knowing how to bunt at such an early age, knowing that that was going to be a part of my game, was never the biggest guy on the field, but had a little pop. That's just kind of how my game has been molded over the course of my entire playing career growing up. Just being that guy that, can be, that can wreak havoc at the plate and on the bases.